Alright, buddies, hear me out. Whenever I see Qingque, there is a primal instinct within me that gets awakened. That is, the instinct to breed. Call me a Victorian era gentleman. But I think her dress, exposed shoulders and all, is exceedingly hot. Despite it's not being very revealing. The hole on her chest indicates that while initial observations may show that there's not a lot there, that doesn't mean there's nothing there. I think I am the only man who is depraved enough to want to bring my face to Qingque's chest, not to be comforted by a softness that is only barely there, but so my tongue can thoroughly examine the perimeter and the area delineated by this exquisite hole in her dress. But that's enough about a hole. There are other things to talk about. For example, the mere fact that she is wearing a dress of all things means there is easy access. Combine that with the fact that Qingque says she will avoid work as much as possible, and you have the perfect recipe for a day filled with nothing but fucking. If I were actually there and I were doing something with Qingque in the field, nothing would get done. Not because she's lazy, but because I would be too busy restraining myself, failing, and then pulling her into a back alley to do what must be done. That is, her. On the back of her neck is a tie. I'm assuming it's what's holding her dress in place. The mere thought of untying it and pulling her down to reveal her chest just gets me so much. I want her to contact me on one of her days off with the intent of getting her to teach me mahjong. Of course, that's not the real intent. Somewhere along the lines, I would approach her from behind and pretend to guide her movements, asking her innocently if that's what you're supposed to do, only to press my body against her in an attempt to get her into the mood. I would then completely thrash the board, moving all the pieces to make enough space so I could get her to lie down on the table, just so I could breathe her. I play Qingque simply because I love looking at her cute face. When I stop moving, it's because I'm simply imagining what kind of expression she would make while letting out small noises of pleasure as I pound her. And then, the look of satisfaction she would have once I completely fill her with my cum. It's also worth noting that the arch on her back is well defined, and I would make it my life's mission to make sure it becomes even more, so as I lie with her in bed. I want to push her up against the wall and fuck her slowly as her legs wrap around my waist, with my hands on hers, just ever so slightly being inside those holes. Her not quite lazy personality just makes something click within me, and my mind thinks this is a woman who would want to do nothing but fuck for the sake of making children all day. My desires for Qingque are so strong that she wouldn't just bear me a football team, but an entire damn league. Actually, no! Not just a professional league, but entire national association, including all the school associations and the staff.